Hi, Luna. What are you doing here?
Well, I've lost most of my possessions. People take them and hide them, you know.
How come people hide your stuff?
I think they think I'm a bit odd, you know. Some people call me loony, Lovegood, actually.
Well, that's no reason for them to take your things. If I find any of your things, I'll let you know.
Hi.
Hey! This must be Luna's.
I hope they arrest Dumbledore soon.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Which do you think is bigger, Potter's head or Granger's mouth? She's a right know-it-all. I think she needs someone to shut her.
This is Luna's.
Weasley is our king. He always lets the Potter win.
Do you think Potter's right about it?
This is Luna's. This must be Luna's. This is Luna's. Volo Futurus Unus.
Oh, well remembered.
Want to come see my wizard card collection?
That would be a
I've got everything back now. Have a nice holiday, Harry.
Yeah, you too. Hey.
Potter, Weasley and Miss Granger, I trust you're up to date with your homework. Don't forget, I'm expecting your essay on self-fertilizing shrubs for tomorrow's lesson, and I hope I don't have to remind you that this is your owl year.
No, Professor Sprout.
She hoped she didn't have to remind us. As if we could forget. Every teacher keeps reminding us every lesson.
Where are we going to find a book on self-fertilizing shrubs?
Neville will explain. Let's find him. Come on, Harry.
There's Neville. I bet he's got something on self-fertilizing shrubs.
Hi, Neville. Do you know anything about self-fertilizing shrubs?
Of course. I've got a book, Flesh-Eating Trees of the World, which has got some really good pictures of them. It's on my bedside table in the boys' dormitory if you want to borrow it.
Thanks. Flesh-eating trees of the world. This is what we need for Professor Sprout's essay. Hermione, could you help me with the opening paragraph?
Oh, all right then. And so therefore... Right. Let's take these essays back to Professor Sprout.
Professor Sprout, we've brought you our essays on self-fertilizing shrubs.
Excellent work! Superb diagrams as well. 10 points to Gryffindor. Well, if you have time to spend on your herbology, as OWL students, you're welcome to use the greenhouses. Come in. Here to revise herbology, are you? Excellent. Well, let's get to it. This crop of mandrakes is ready for repotting. Wingardium Leviosa will do the trick. Now, let's see how quickly you can do it, Mr. Potter. Get to it, Mr. Potter.
Wingardium Leviosa! Harry, pot it before it wakes up. Move it to the empty box. Quickly, put it into its new box. Excellent. Move it to the empty box. its new pot. I'll unpot it before it wakes up. I'll unpot it before it wakes up. Move it to the empty pot. Quickly, put it into its new pot. Move it to the empty pot. Quickly, put it into its new pot. Wingardium Leviosa! Hurry and pot it before it wakes up. That's it for now, Mr. Potter.
You know your mandrakes, Mr. Potter. Outstanding!
I hope the three of you have completed your research into counter charms for your homework. Remember, your O.W.L. exams may influence your futures for many years to come.
Yes, of course, Professor. There's just one more counter charm I need to check before I hand my essay in.
Yeah, me too.
I know the perfect book. Achievements in Charming. But it's been checked out from the library. We'll need to find whoever has it.
There, she reading.
Excuse me, is that Achievements in Charming you're reading? Can I have a quick look? Yes, of course. Well, that was obvious.
Yeah, completely obvious.
All we've got to do now is write the essay.
Oh, for goodness sake. You'll have to do your own essay sometime. And so therefore, and they, and in conclusion... Right, let's take these essays back to Professor Flitwick. Professor Flitwick, we've brought you the homework you asked for.
Excellent, Miss Granger, excellent! I'm sure these will do you all credit. As you are aware, this is an important year for your studies. We shall be working harder than ever to ensure that you do yourself justice. Let us begin. Well, Mr. Potter, let us get started. I shall call out the charms I want you to perform, and we will see how many you can cast within the time limit. Off you go, Mr. Potter. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Reducto.
Reducto!
Reparo.
Reparo!
Accio.
Accio!
Pulso.
Depulso!
Accio. Incendio.
Incendio!
Reducto. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. And stop. Well done. Well done indeed, Mr. Potter. I would grade that at outstanding.
Another day's education.
He got another 0.
Ah, Potter. After your last feeble attempt at potion making, I expect you to write 12 inches of parchment on the properties of Moonstone. No excuses.
But I've already got lots of homework.
And Potter, anything less than acceptable, and you will suffer my displeasure.
Great. Just what I needed. What a complete git.
I know just the book you need. If we're passing the library, you can check it there.
Are you well?
All the books on self-fertilizing shrubs have been taken out. We could ask Neville. This is the book we need. Oh look, Moonstone is sometimes known as the Wishing Stone.
Hermione?
Oh no, you have to write this essay. But I suppose I could correct it for you. Therefore, and they... In conclusion... Right, let's take these essays back to Professor Snape.
Professor Snape, I brought you my essay on moonstones.
Indeed. Let us see if you can differentiate between monkshood and moonstone, shall we? I suppose this is acceptable. Follow me. But I must remind you, Potter, you will not be able to rely upon Miss Granger when you take your owl. Here to revise, Potter. Make sure you don't waste my time. Begin.
Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa!
See what you have achieved, Potter. Surprisingly, you have earned an outstanding. But remember that you will have to do your exam alone.
Potter, Weasley, Miss Granger, I have a little task for you. By you, I mean Gryffindor's 2 new prefects.
Yes, Professor?
I am standing here in expectation of a group of first-year boys arriving for detention. However, by all reports, they're hiding in the divination tower instead. Please tell them to come here immediately.
Of course, Professor McGonagall.
What's up with these midgets? There's no way I would have ignored Professor McGonagall when I was a first year.
No, of course not, Ronald. In your first year, all you did was fight a troll, save an illegal dragon, and ignore the advice of Professor Dumbledore so Harry could fight Professor Quirrell. Let's go to the divination tower.
You're Harry Potter.
Did you really fight He Who Must Not Be Named?
And some big snake thing in the second year.
And win the Tri-Wizard Tournament?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Professor McGonagall told Harry here to find some snotty-nosed first years who are cheeky enough not to turn up to her detention. She said if you didn't go, then Harry could feed you all to the dragon that lives in the kitchens.
There's not really a dragon in the kitchens. Is there?
Want to find out? Then hop it.
I don't remember making things up to terrify first years being in our talk on how to be prefects.
Yeah, well, the midgets need to learn a little respect.
Potter, Weasley, Miss Granger, what's this I hear about dragons in the kitchens? Please don't tell first years things like that. Someone's bound to be silly enough to believe you and go looking for them. However, 10 points to Gryffindor for ingenuity.
You should get in some manga.
You'll have to talk to me later. I have school business to take care of.